podcast where we hear real stories from real people. And I am here with another special episode that we might start calling the Roundtable. Talk to Chip about that. It was his idea. It's a good idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Highland Games because we all were at Buffalo this past week or two. So we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, if this is your first time tuning in, we'll make sure Chip talks about the Highland Games. We'll do quick introductions to get to know us a little bit because we have new guests on here that have not been on the podcast yet. So, Chip, we'll go with you first since you've been here. Just give us your little intro.
Of like what the Highland Games are too, or just me?
You just tell us about you.
There's nothing exciting about me. I'm just like, I like to throw. I'm a handyman. I like to eat food, lift weights, and just my Instagram reels would get me in trouble.
The ones you send me?
Yeah. Well, no, not the ones I sent you. There's a separate group for that one, for those.
Oh, snap. Okay. I can only imagine.
I don't know what to say. Every time I get put in this position, I'm just like, you think I'd know what to say at this point. And it's just like, I don't know what to do every time. It's just like,
it's funny. They get less and less descriptive as we continue doing this too.
I like air conditioning.
Yeah. It was a hot day today.
And I spent it outside.
Perfect. You got to work on your tan.
Definitely. You cannot see the tan like in this lighting. So,
yeah.
But I also have a giant white screen for my lighting.
Nice. Okay, well, let's pass it off to Matt real quick. And it looked like JD might have had some technical issues. So, Matt, if you want to take it away.
Sure. I'll just keep it kind of short. I'm a full-time engineering student, part-time fabricator. Kind of since November of last year, I just fell absolutely head over heels in love with the Highland Games. And like the culture that surrounds it is just, it's kind of unlike anything I've ever experienced. It's just like a magnet for just like a really great group of people. And so I'm not very good at the Highland Games, but I try hard. I try really hard. I practice a lot, and I just have a lot of fun doing it.
You're also the best energy on the field.
Well, I appreciate that, Chip. I've heard you say that before. I feel like it's not going to translate in this podcast, maybe, or maybe as I get more comfortable, it will. But yeah, I just have a blast. I love the aspect of the.
Damn, we lost both of them.
Okay, well, this is off to a good start. I'll keep this in the edit for fun.
So, Ricky, take it away. Who are you?
Yeah, look at that. We bring two new people in, and then everybody just falls off.
It's the Oklahoma internet. So,
dude, that's what it is.
Oklahoma isn't part of, it's not part of the simulation, so they have to plug in.
Yeah.
It's a whole different section of of our simulation, and it's just
Yeah. They don't have the infrastructure for video chat.
I asked JD, I was like, what happened? He's like, I got booted. I was like, jump back in.
Wait, was he just gonna hang out? I think I got booted, so
yeah, so
I've done all I can do.
Yeah. Dork.
I'm gonna love when they watch this this part of the episode because they don't know what happened.
Surprise.
That's good.
Them Oklahoma boys, let me tell you about them.
Well, you know what? Hey, well, this could be perfect, actually. So while we're waiting on them, do you just want to do the brief Highland Games intro for anybody that's watching that doesn't know the Highland Games?
So, 9 events. You got 2 stone events. One where you keep your feet planted. It's like a shot put. Another one where you're allowed an approach. You can spin, do a glide, whatever suits your beans. Then there's 2 weights for distance where you throw weights for a distance. The weight is on the end of a chain with a handle. Then there's 2 hammer throws. Scottish hammer, not like an Olympic hammer. Olympic hammer has a wire that's connected to a handle. Scottish hammer is literally just, it's on a solid handle. And we keep our feet planted, chuck it over our shoulder. Then weight over bar, where you throw a weight over a bar. the caber toss that everybody knows, where you flip a telephone pole, and then the Lord's event, despite what Jacob Kirkwood says, the sheaf toss, where we take an antique pitchfork and throw a weighted bag over a bar. Bam.
That was quick. That was
Yeah.
speedy.
Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting better at it.
So someone asked me this question, by the way, and I was thinking about it. I assume a stick, but how do you think they did the hammer toss? Because they haven't always had PVC or whatever pipe when we use. What'd they use?
Wooden handles. So over in Scotland, it's a lot more common that they use rattan handles.
Okay.
And so it's just a type of wood that's it's kind of whippy. And so when I bought my hammers, I had the option of doing the rattan handle. They're a little bit more expensive because it is wood. But I've heard that the heads come flying off them a lot easier.
I would assume so.
So after I heard that, I was like, I'm just going to stick with the PVC.
Yep.
So, but yeah. Dude, I messaged JD. I said, jump back in. He never even looked at it. And then Matt. I have no
I think
idea.
it tasted a little bit.
It's like,
I know.
there's JD.
JD's hopping on.
Dang.
JD, what happened? We can't hear you.
Yeah, your sound's off. Trash. Absolute trash. Dumpster fire. Yep, still dumpster fire, just like my recent heavyweight for distance throws. Yep. We can hear you the same way I tell my doctor I haven't had any caffeine recently. I lost count today. I think I had 4 monsters. Tiffany's going to kill me when she fucking hears that. She always
Hey, you're only supposed to have 3, right?
2.
2? Hey. You got to cut that out.
And I was like, I know. I buy them by the case, and so they're less expensive. Not cheaper, we say less expensive. Because cheap is cheap. It cheapens the sound of things.
I do the same thing, by the way.
What? Say
expensive? That like it's a bargain or it's a good deal. I never say cheap.
I think we had that conversation one time.
Probably.
But yeah, it's just like, because my dad got on to me because I said, oh, this item is cheaper to a customer. And he's like, don't do that. He's like, you're literally cheapening the value of an item by saying cheap. Oh, there he is again.
JD's here. What up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What happened?
Are you on your phone now?
Yeah, I switched to my phone.
Okay, so how is your phone oriented? Is it upright or is it sideways?
It's upright. Do I need to go sideways?
Yeah, go sideways for me. Now, you might have to log off and log back on because it hasn't fixed your sideways now.
Or make sure it's not on the locked upright. Because you do that on iPhones when you click the little lock button. We are off to a great start.
Guys, we're doing great.
Wonderful start.
Great. Don't worry about it.
Just leave in all the technical difficulties and everything.
Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful.
Oh. Did Matt just call it quiz?
It's so funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There's that handsome Kirby.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
There we go.
Dude, you're a real life Kirby.
You know it. Short, stocky, and powerful.
Yeah, and fast.
Fast.
You're quick. Dude, yeah, you got some speed to you. So what happened to Matt?
I don't know. His was blurry, but that's all I know. I'm gonna sit here like Ricky.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, this cool little lean.
Yeah,
it's so uncomfortable because I sit on this wooden bench for these things.
Chair?
I do like the piano behind you, though.
Yeah, it's the piano bench.
The piano.
Get a chair.
Yeah, those usually aren't that comfortable.
No, yeah, so I do all these different types of things. You'll notice I'll lean forward sometimes.
I got one of these chairs where it just like lays back.
I would have laughed if he just fell back. I
That
would
would've been
love
great.
that.
I've tested
great.
it enough times. If I'd have gone back a little bit further, I would have gone.
Okay. Well, so
Yep.
JD, since you're back, if you want to do a quick little intro for yourself, real quick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm JD Thompson. So I don't know, coming up with the Scott Fest, will be my 1 year anniversary of the Highland Games. Unfortunately, that is canceled. So that's not very fun. But I am about a year in. Started about the same time as Chip did, and I'm also in the A class. I played a bunch of sports growing up. Actually, funny enough, as big as I am, I did not play football, which is kind of the crazy thing.
It is.
I was actually a golfer. That suits me way better. But yeah. So I mean, I've enjoyed the Highland Games so far. I mean, I kind of just saw on like my birthday weekend, which the other day was my birthday, so I'm now a quarter of a century. So I'm 25. God, I'm getting up there with you guys. Don't worry. But I just registered, and I was like, hey, let's just go throw some stuff, I guess. I threw shot put like 1 year in high school, and I guess that was just all I had. I still don't throw as far as Ricky for stones, though, so he's got that on me.
Dude, guess
I
who
do.
beat me at Stones at Renfest?
Oh, I did hear that, that Chip did.
Yeah.
Because he specifically messaged me and said, I beat Ricky.
Dude, he was so stoked, and I was like, dang.
And then
And,
he's like, and then he even was like, I gotta have a rethrow. I gotta do a rematch. And I'm like, let's fucking go.
How is that
Let's do
really
it.
How is that 9-foot caber?
Still beat him. The caber fucking sucks. Listen, screw the caber. Okay, we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, we're talking about
We're
Stone
talking about
toss.
stones right now.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, sorry. I didn't mean to jump the gun.
beat Ricky twice.
Yeah, because we did the rematch,
Twice.
and he still beat me. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm
You
so
know?
dumped. This is like the best part of our whole weekend.
I know.
That
And
was
me,
the
I
best.
was like, oh man, now I got to go train some more. I can't let Chip continue to beat me in stones because that's all I had.
Dude,
now
I even like today. So I've been doing the non-reverse throw where I don't swap my feet because it makes you
Okay.
focus more on like your technique of what you're supposed to do. I threw 31 feet
Really?
Oh.
doing a non-reverse. I'm like, let me tell you. And then my hands, because I just did Braemar and heavyweight for distance today, and I literally like got done training, and then I'm like, fuck, I got 4 minutes. So I was like, I'm gonna be a little late, and my
It's
hands
okay.
were
We're
so.
still figuring it out.
What'd you say?
We're still figuring it out, so you're not really late, technically.
Yeah, that's fair. We had enough technical difficulties. I could have been 30 minutes late and still would have been fine. But like, it's because it was in the 90s here today. It's still like 84 now, but it's like my hands were sweaty enough to where I just couldn't get the tape at all to stick. And so I couldn't really grip my heavyweight. So I ended up just using the strap the whole time.
Yeah.
And my throws were I was throwing around 30 feet with a strap, but I mean, it was just all over the place. And I was finally like, screw it. I'm done.
Mm.
So
Out of everything, my stones right now have just been sucking. Something cannot click right now for me. Everything else.
when was the last time you went over your previous videos that you've recorded?
Last time I went over,
Like analyze your videos that we have recorded of you. Oh my gosh, it's Matthew Smith back from the other side of the simulation.
Dude, I was in that
stuck
lobby.
in that position too. There's a
Was I
smile.
just like stuck making a funny face that whole time?
Is it just like Oklahoma internet or something? Do you guys have like redneck internet down
it's
there?
way worse where I'm from.
yeah, we have the Yee internet.
Right.
I'm the one with redneck internet because I live in a redneck
You got one of those
town.
like fancy gaming computers though?
But he's just stuck. It's hard to come through that simulation wall because it's like, different. That's right where the cutoff is for the simulation for like our little realm versus like their realm.
Yeah.
We're in Norgana and they're in Orgrimmar. So that's a World of Warcraft joke.
This is going to be the worst editing to a podcast I've ever had to do.
Oh, dude, you're going to it's going to challenge you. Just don't edit any of it. Leave it in there. It's just like pure entertainment or shenanigans.
We're just here to. Oh, he's gone.
Gone again.
But we're just here to test you. We're testing you.
Dude, we're going to go around and Matt's just going to, throughout this whole hour, is just going to like ghost in on us every time. Just come in. We're going to see him and then he's just going to disappear.
Maybe next time he'll pop up, get a word in, then disappear, and then next time get a couple words in.
And then gone.
Exactly.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Okay. So, yep. So Renfest, great job, Chip.
Thank
You
you.
did great. I'm proud of you. I am
Thanks.
proud of you.
I've been working hard at Stones.
You have.
I've
You
came a long
have.
way.
You have.
I'll say when I
So-
first,
Impressive.
I was like, oh yeah, I got Chip on Stones when I first saw his numbers. Then all of a sudden he's throwing a lot higher, and I'm like, well, now I got to try to catch up.
Yeah. But it's Tom Van Black gave me my base and my structure of how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, hiring Jacob Langworthy, he's really just kind of, kept that bar up, and climbing.
Yeah.
So that's who kind of I owe a lot of my numbers continue. It's like, I know I'm the one that's doing the work. I know I'm the one that's physically doing the work and stuff, but without that knowledge from him, my numbers wouldn't be improving the way they are.
Yeah.
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 But see, you have a student mentality, and that's an important piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I get told one of my compliments that I get is I am easy to coach.
Uh-huh.
So, but I don't go into it like I know what I'm fucking doing, I go into it like I know nothing, please help me.
Help,
So,
please.
And because I was even like that in bodybuilding, even after I did it, for years and years and years, I was still always trying to learn new ways to do things. So, and like I think we talked, Ricky, that Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules of Life. One of the rules was like act like the person you're talking to knows something that you don't know. Because I used to be when a new person would come up, yeah, I know you got it back there somewhere.
It's right there.
But like a new person would try to tell me something, and I used to basically just be like, "Shut up, kid! Like I'm twice the size of you. I know more than you." But then I got to where it's like, okay, I'm going to listen to what you had to say, because it's like obviously you got something to say, and maybe there's a small piece of something in there that I don't know. And so even if like 99% of what they say is bullshit or stuff I already know, there's that one little piece that I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that. And then I'll add it to like my little arsenal of wisdom.
Yep.
It's an extra gray hair.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's where they're all at, is right there. I have none on my head.
But they're down.
On my chest, though. Don't worry, I'm like losing plenty on my head. That forehead's getting taller.
Yeah, me too.
So
it's all good. Okay, so well, how about we recap Buffalo? So, what was your all's experience?
Did JD introduce himself?
He did.
I did.
Yeah, Chip wasn't listening.
I'm retarded.
Dude, every time I hear that, I think of Tommy Boy.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Chip? Tommy Boy? You have to watch that, dude. I thought that's where you got that from.
No, I've been saying retarded my whole life. I grew up in the 90s. Everything was gay and retarded.
But it's the way you say it. You said it just like the movie. That's why I'm like, you had to have got it from there.
No.
Oh, man, you got to watch it.
I just sound like an idiot when I talk. The wisdom I have and the way it comes out do not line up.
It's like sifting for gold, right?
In a field of shit, yeah.
Trying to find that one nugget.
There's plenty of nuggets.
The right
that field. All right, where's that cliff I can go jump off of now? So Buffalo. So we had a really, I think it was either Matt or Nathan, the Quiet Piper. Matt, I think it was, got this Airbnb for us that kind of looks like a castle. And then, okay, and let me tell you too, okay, like these Oklahoma dudes, shut up, not you guys. These Oklahoma dudes, like welcomed me with open arms down there because I was the last one to arrive. They gave me the biggest room with a bathroom. And I'm just like, you guys, like, stop it. And then Nathan is like, I got you an alcoholic white monster because everybody knows I'm a slut for white monster. And I'm like, I don't drink alcohol. So, which last month was like, I think like my 4-year anniversary of not drinking alcohol, not getting drunk. So I have a thing now because I have enough self-control. I wanted to try that white. I'm like, I'm going to try this son of a bitch. And so like I went over to the sink, popped the top, threw it back, and then I spit it out. So because I wanted to taste it, and I was like, man, if I was still an alcoholic, these would be. I mean, I was bad already, but it's like I would have been extra bad with those things.
Mind you, he was alone with it too, so he had that much more self-control where he was alone with this alcohol.
Yeah,
he could have easily just spit it out, but nah.
Yeah, and that's where I just like I can't now. Beer is a whole nother. That's why I would really be tested. If somebody gave me a beer just to taste and not swallow, I tell you what, I love beer. And so that's what when people's like, why don't you just drink in moderation? I was like, that slope is way too slippery and way too steep. So it's easier if I just stay away from it. So, because I know how I am. And I know I have an addictive personality. That's why I'm addicted to the Highland games and doing these podcasts with you, Ricky. I think I've been on more episodes than anybody else.
Exactly. You have.
But hashtag episode 36. So anyway, so the Oklahoma boys, JD, Matt, and Nathan, welcomed me with open arms. We got down there the first night, and we were supposed to have like the opening festival thingy, mabobber, but it was raining, so we ended up not. So we all went back to the house to hang out, and then just hung out for the evening, and then next morning, get up, go to the games. So Will Toller, okay, big dude, very nice, lovely man. He wrote me the week leading up to it that he'd benched 405 pounds, like just ecstatic. And I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm so proud of you, blah, blah, blah. It's as you do, your friend that you're excited for. So I got that son of a gun some flowers. And whenever I saw him, I told him about, hey, most men receive their first flowers the day that they die at their funeral. So I got you some flowers for bench pressing 405 pounds. So congratulations. Here you go. That big son of a bitch almost cried. And let me tell you, like 10 out of 10, like I love that man. So, and he's so fun to throw around too. But so him and I kind of had a ding dong battle back and forth all day. And so the first time he beat me by like 20 points overall. Okay. For anybody who doesn't know, it's scored like golf. You have first place in an event, you get 1 point, second place, 2 points, third place, 3 points, and so on. Whoever has the least amount of points at the end of the day wins the overall. So first time he beats me by like 20 points, and then like 15 points, and then 8 points. And then I think this is the fourth or fifth time. This time he beat me by 1 point. 1 freaking point. I was like, I'm going to get you. So like next weekend is my first lightweight. I'm going to compete in lightweight in Wichita. And then the very week after that, I'm going back to heavyweight to compete against him again. But we're going against Nathan Hauser, who's going to smoke both of us. But as long as I beat Will, I'll be excited.
So you'll be heavyweight at Forsyth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll be down there. So he's, hoping he has an off day. So, which an off day for him is still really good. So we start out traditional order, do stones. Stones was stones. It was like kind of I say mediocre. I threw 30 foot and some change. I don't remember what place I got. My numbers are over there. I'm not worried about it. And then open stone has been kind of average for me recently, around like 37, 38 feet. And then, Devin Rowe threw a freaking bomb on Braemar. He threw like a 4-foot PR. He threw like 34 feet. And he's like, I don't even know how I did that. He's like, I don't know what happened or nothing.
He did throw
And
that.
what'd you say?
He threw that thing.
Oh, dude, it was a bomb. A bomb for us. Maybe not like a burger bomb, but still.
Well, after we saw Burger throw, now we're kind of
Yeah, it's okay. There's burger bomb. There's A bombs and burger bombs. There's
burger
two
bomb.
different. Yeah. So Burger's the guy that broke the Braemar world record, Ricky.
Mhm.
And so anyway, he so then I open stone. I do average on it. Will did really good. He threw like a 44. So then we go to heavyweight for distance, and I got a damn bone to pick with my heavyweight for distance because I've been doing really good all season, like slowly improving, getting up to where I'm throwing like 30 feet in practice. But for some reason, the last two competitions, I've had my head in the dirt, which like completely cuts off your distance. And so where I'm throwing like 30 feet in practice, I throw like 23, 24 feet. So I end up in third place in heavyweight for distance. Because then I realized after my third throw, I'm like, oh, I'm being stupid and not keeping my head up. But it's like, it's too late now. And I think, did you get first in that event?
I got first on an interesting throw.
With like 26 feet, I think.
6'9", I think.
Yeah. So like I'm averaging in practice like 28 feet. To where it's like, if I would have just had like a mediocre throw, like I probably would have got first. No offense. But even if I would have just, a little bit better, and then, so that event to me, like really, like kind of killed me for the day. So had I done what I literally just normally do in practice, I probably got first in the overall. Anyway, so then we go to lightweight for distance. I threw like a 61 and a half, something like that. So it's like, that's kind of what I'm averaging recently. Oh, today, I got done with heavyweight and I'm like, I'm going to throw a couple lightweight just for funsies because I'm doing lightweight for distance tomorrow. I threw one that just connected, like felt, as soon as it left my hand, I was like, that's a ball. Like everything felt good. Hit a fucking tree branch. But I hit that and I nailed that branch. It wasn't the handle that hit it. Oh, there he is again, the ghost of Matt. Whoa.
I have zero confidence that I'm going to be here for the rest of the show. So I just wanted to say I love you guys. Thanks for the invite. Hopefully we can hang out for a little while.
We love you. Invictus Supplements. Buy his stuff.
Hey,
He makes
appreciate
bomb
that.
sheath bags.
Hey,
He
appreciate
makes
that.
great stuff.
How's your sheath bag holding up, by the way, Ricky?
Really good. Here, let me show everybody.
Oh, time for a ad
Yeah,
read.
10 out of 10. Best sheath I've ever thrown.
Oh,
We threw it at Buffalo.
here it is.
That's
Man, that is
nice.
holding up pretty good.
Good stuff. But yeah, it's been nice. So it was actually really easy to break in too, because I was kind of nervous because I know how hard Tiffany's was to break in hers.
Yeah.
So like, dang, I hope my pitchfork's sharp enough to get through it. And it actually didn't take that long. I was surprised. Like it took like a handful of just kind of wiggling around to get it. And yeah, it's awesome, man.
Sure.
Good
Thank
stuff. Premium quality.
It's great stuff.
Literally threw PR with your bag. So thanks.
So I actually made
It's like the perfect size.
So I actually made the sheaths that we threw at Sterling. And I think there were like 4 or 5 people that told me they had PRs with my bags. So that's pretty cool.
Fuck yeah. They're just like, they're perfect. They're just fucking perfect. Like you were the fucking sheath man.
Well, I appreciate that.
I don't know about your weights because they're all like lighter than what I throw. Since like
Yeah.
I threw your 14 today, really fucking far.
His weights usually run heavy.
I
That's
think
what she said.
I think JD just has off days. And when he's throwing my weights, he likes to blame me.
This thing,
Dude, I thought the same thing about mine. I was like, I swear my 56 is like, it's got to be like 58, 59 pounds. I weighed it, 56 on the dot. It's like, no, I just suck.
So I think what it is
So,
we have
but yeah,
practice
we
in prior in the evenings, and JD's already worked a day in a freaking foundry, and he's tired, and he doesn't know how to admit that he's tired, and so he just doesn't throw as far as he does Saturday
so
mornings.
bitch.
I still want to be young.
Yeah.
I literally do cardio in the morning, and then I lift weights, and then I go to work, and I worked in the sun all day, and then I trained after work. So I don't want to hear it.
Hey.
And I'm old as balls in this group. Okay, I'm the oldest one here.
You keep saying that. You're not older than me, Chip.
Yes.
And I feel good.
Damn it! I keep thinking I'm older. How old are you? We go through this every time because I look
30
older than you.
I'm 36.
You're like two. So am I. But when's your birthday? We
December.
What year were you born?
88.
Man, you're fucking old.
Dude, I feel young, bro.
I was born like 4 months later.
I know you say that all the time. Like, Chip, I'm older than you. You keep forgetting.
I know. I'm taking off years though by taking off the beard. So anyway, back to now that we've had the chaos of Matt. Are you still there, Matt? Matt Wave, are you still alive?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's like, is he frozen again or just sitting still?
He just still just like
So lightweight for distance, I threw like 61, and I always hear Matt in the background like, like just losing his mind, and I love it. And so I threw like a 61 and a half, whatever, and so I got first in lightweight for distance, and then we go to hammers. Hammers are my jam. I threw a 90 foot and heavy hammer, and then which was my first throw too at that. And then the rest of my throws like were just everything, just the rest of them wouldn't click. And then light hammer, my first one was okay. I say okay, it was 113 feet. And then my other two, like my second one, it felt everything like clicked. And then I gripped too tight, and so when I went to let go, my tacky was too sticky, and it stuck, and it wrapped around me. And I was like, damn it. I know that killed my distance. I still threw 112, and I was like, man, if I'd have just like let go on time, that would have been like at a 118, 120. Because like I threw that 120 at Tom's, and that's, PR Hill. So hammers was good. I got first in both hammers. And then we went to caber.
Gamer.
The caber was pretty easy. I flipped it all 3 times. I did my little 360, and for funsies. And then we went to sheath, where we got to the Lord's event, where we got to use Matt's sheath bags, because like their sheath bags that they had down there were like 87% mold. And like 14.5% like bag. Does that math up? No. Does it need to? Not really. So, they were also
it's
big
pretty bad.
versus mats are like nice.
It's pretty bad when the guys actually get together and say, "Hey, can we throw the 20-pound sheath?" Because that's all I brought was my 20-pound. And I was like, "Yeah, throw it. I don't care."
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, Chip.
Listen, no, you're fine. You're fine. I welcome interjection in our conversation. There's 4 of us here. A lot of testosterone going on. So there's got to throw Matt's bags. Went great. Hit a PR. Cleared 26 feet. Had a beautiful moment in my video, by the way, where JD's like, you got a message for Chip, and Matt's like, if he doesn't make this, he's gay. And then when the moment it makes it over the bar, you hear Matt scream, "Yeah, he's not gay." It
Dude,
just
I
like
was
like the
so
most,
relieved.
like,
You don't even know how relieved I was because it was like it was pretty touch and go there for a second. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it. You
me
think you
too,
know a
because I
guy?
wasn't gay.
It's a weird way to find
Yeah.
out.
So, well, Sheaf was Sheaf was like, it was feeling good in a weird way. Like it was clicking, and it's like, I know I got this today. And then that last one, it just clicked. And then Will and I go up to 28 feet, and we're like having the height for it. And it's like, oh, it's so frustrating. So it was, I'm giving it my all when I'm like screaming on my throws, because I'm not a natural screamer on throwing. And that's how I know if I'm giving like my full effort or not, because they're not forced. And so, so Will and I tied for Sheaf, but because I had more misses, so that's another thing that killed me too. Since I had more misses on Sheaf, then he got first and I got second. So that's another thing that kind of killed my score. And then we went to Wob. Now Wob, okay, I haven't hit 14 feet since Oklahoma last year. I hit 14 feet, but it didn't quite look 14 feet. And so part of me is wondering, like, is that really 14 feet? And so I wonder if the math was mathing on the tape measure, because we had to like add and subtract stuff for it. And either way, I'll still take it. I don't even know if they put the stuff in heavy athlete or not.
No, it's not there yet.
I don't know if they're going to. Somebody said they may not, which is whatever. Next year it's not going to matter anyway. So Wob went fine, and then whenever we got done, we go to. I also had the height for 15, so I'll say that. So we get done. The ladies are still throwing, so I went over and shagged for the ladies. Buttercup posted a couple of videos of me, like, being in her video, being stupid and stuff. And always getting on to everybody about put your damn shoulders at 3:00 on hammers. 3:00. 3:00 or 9:00 for Nathan. So, and I just shagged for him like the whole time. I was just running back and forth shagging for him so they didn't have to do it. Now, their judge, for some reason, when they were doing, it was either stones, like open stone, or weights for distance, told them that they had to keep both feet inside the trig. And I heard that and I was like, oh, there would have been a problem if I knew that. And because it's like, I think a couple of the judges had never judged before. And so our judges for the A class, I think one of them said he's only done it one time, but he was like, hey, I don't really know the rules. You guys, if I tell me any corrections you need to, so we can, everybody's on the same page, which is fine. It's like, hey, this is how this is scored. Fine. Just watch the lines. No big deal. But the fact that like the women's judge was like, you have to keep both feet in. And they're all like, no, we're allowed to have 1 foot out of the trig. And he's like, no, you're going to keep both feet in or I'm going to foul you. I would have walked my ass over to the AD and been like, hey, we got a problem. So this judge. It's like, I'll pull up NASGA right now and show you the actual rules. So, and then after everything was all said and done, so they hand out the awards. They screwed up the points for like JD. They said JD got 4th and he actually got 3rd. So
yeah, I'll explain that whole thing once I get to that.
And then normally how we go out for dinner after the games, shout out to Matt for cooking burgers for everybody and handing out cigars. By the way, that cigar was delicious, so thank you.
You're welcome.
A good old Black and Mild wine.
Yeah. It's I've got fantastic taste. If there's one thing I could say about me, I've got good taste. So
yeah, I would second that.
But
I like the things you taste.
But yeah, I was lucky to have brought my grill because like I was gimped up from having not broken, but like seriously hyperextended something in my knee like 3 weekends prior to that. So my plan was just to kind of like lay up under my canopy and grill burgers for everybody. And then I just endured like the most brutal bullying you can possibly imagine from Will Toller, who it was just
As
unacceptable
you
to him
deserved.
that I was not going to compete. And so I limped over to the AD and said, you know what, just put me down. So shout out to Will Toller. I
Put me in,
appreciate it. I
coach.
had a great day. Friggin' love that
Yeah,
guy.
and you did great too with being crippled.
Well, okay, so I got a couple PRs, hobbling around like RoboCop. So I finally broke 40 feet on my lightweight for distance, which is a pretty big, you know, I've been chasing that one for a little while. Some guys like JD just in their first competition, they break that. Me, I've had to really try to break that. And then with the 17-pound sheath, I haven't actually thrown 20-pound sheath since Wichita in the spring. Or actually, no, it would have been because we actually threw a 16. You remember that, Ricky? At Wichita in
We did.
yeah, we threw a 16. But November last year when we were in Oklahoma City, which is where I met Chip, we threw a 20. And that was the first and only time I'd actually thrown a 20. And I only got like 12 feet. And so I actually ended up getting 17 feet, I think, with my 20-pound sheath at Buffalo. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, your sheep got up a lot.
You keep saying 17 pounds. It's
Oh,
driving
did
me
I?
nuts.
No, with a 20-pound sheath. Sorry. I think I got 17 feet.
That's okay.
Just go ahead and
Yeah,
edit
you
that
kept
out,
saying
Ricky.
17 pound
Made me
sheep.
look really
I'm just
smart.
like, leave it in.
We're looking at everything.
Sweet. And hey, Matt, didn't you win? Did you win Caber?
So no, actually, shout out to Derek McCreary for turning that big bastard twice. And I think technically you and I both
Got it.
we got a turn. Like they graded me like 3 o'clock. Did you get 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
Yeah, they gave me a 3 o'clock too.
A 3, which I mean, it was pretty generous to both of us because I'm not gonna lie. If I would have been a side judge, I probably wouldn't have called it a turn on either one of us. But no, Derek did get
Is that one of those ones where like,
do what, Chip?
so, sorry to interrupt, are you talking about like the ones where like it doesn't actually like flip all the way over, but it kind of goes up and then it like almost kind of rolls to the
Yeah,
side?
so like it goes up and then it
There's a specific
rolls, and
name
when it
for that.
lands, to me it didn't seem like it was 90 degrees away from me, you know, laterally.
Yeah.
Which is what I would call a 3 o'clock. It seemed like it was kind of pointed back towards me a little bit. But they did give me a turn on that. I got second in Caber. So
Oh yeah.
which
Hey, have you been
that's my
practicing those
favorite
things I
event.
told you
So
about?
I like to get, you know,
Shirts off for Caber,
first or second in Caber.
half naked.
Yeah. Well, that's the secret. You got to take that shirt off. So, you
Fuck
know,
yeah.
I agree with that.
yeah, well, you know, we might get some side eyes. The locals might not want to participate. That's fine. That's why they didn't do very well, in my opinion. If they would have just taken the shirt off with me and Ricky, I think they would have done well. They would have given us a run for our money.
Yeah, anytime I look over and I see like shirts off on Caber, it's like, oh, Matt must be over there.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
do.
like instant like first thought.
Yeah. And I can't claim
Shirts,
credit
you
for
take
that.
shirts
Fellow
off for
by the name
Caber.
of Zach that we threw with at Sherman back in March. JD's got his Sherman shirt on right there. He was the first one I ever saw do that. He said tarps off for Caber, and I just ran with it. So
Yeah,
Oh,
good
yeah.
old Zach was his name.
I like it. Okay. How about your experience, JD?
Well, while Chip and Will were having a ding dong battle for first and second, me and Devin were having a ding dong battle for third place. But I mean, day was good. I'll say I didn't get any PRs, but I was still happy with how I was throwing. Like nothing was really off. Just I just wasn't getting past that PR number on really anything. So I threw with Chip. We were in A class together. We also threw with the C. The C's were with us, so we were kind of merged together for that, which is all right. And like you said, our judges were pretty new at. They were power lifters, so they didn't know anything about Highland games.
But they were both like good dudes.
Oh,
So
they were great.
yeah, it's always funny when you have a new guy like a new judge for hammers, because I always scoot up, like a foot and a half in front of the trig, and they're like, hey, you're like too far, you need to scoot back. I was like, if I do that, I'm gonna foul. I've fouled a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, this is a handicap.
Yeah. But for like stones, like I've said before, like my stone's been kind of struggling like the last few competitions. I still threw, I think it was like 29 something. Me and Chip were doing a little back and forth on Braemar until I messed it up.
Oh, dude, that was so fun. Because it was like 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
30.
And then he got like 20 something. It's like, damn it, dude. Like, you were supposed to get 30 with me, but an inch behind me.
Oh, okay. But that was cool. Open was like, I don't know, like 34, 33, 34. So it wasn't very good. So I took last in both those, but that's okay. I think I kind of made it up a little bit on my weights. So like, yeah, heavy weight for distance. I ended up winning that one with like a 26.9, and I threw it like sideways because I've been working on a lot of speed on my spin because I do one spin. I'm sorry, Chip, but I do.
You're
That's
wild. You're a wild man.
I one spin, got a lot of speed, and it just flew out of my hand. But they're like, oh, let's mark it. Like, okay. And it was ended up like 26 something. And on that one, lightweight, I think it was like around 55 something, which is around my PR. I think 55.8 is my PR, and I took a 55.3. So it felt good because I hit 55 twice. And then my last one wasn't the best, but I was happy with that. And then, of course, on Will's last throw, he had to. Hey, I know. I'm used to throwing uphill, downhill. Matt at one point threw like a 367-foot lightweight for distance.
Okay, so
but
it was a clerical error did have me ranked the number one amateur men's Highland game athlete for like 10 hours because I put a lightweight for distance into lunar orbit. They put me down as like 396 feet on my lightweight for distance. And I didn't realize how the actual like the rankings work. Like you can just absolutely launch one throw in a game and it can earn you enough points to have you ranked number one.
Number one in the world.
Yeah. I reached out to the AD and told him what was going on. I said, you don't have to change it if you don't want. I said, I've been talking a lot of shit. But he said, I'll give you a couple hours. He said, I'll fix it in the morning. And I got a message from him the next morning, said, your weight has landed and you are once again mortal. So that was pretty funny. So back to where I belong at like 376th in the world.
Yeah, but so I think I was second behind you going to Will's last throw, and then of course Will had to outthrow me on his last throw, so put me down to third.
That dude doesn't throw his lightweight for distance over 6 feet high. That thing is it's like arrow.
Eye level when he throws it.
It's like, man, if he could just get some height like up, that thing would go like 70 feet.
Oh yeah. But he was trying to do a 2-turn, and then he ended up throwing further with the 1-turn. So I'm just gonna say 1-turns are just kind of how it is right now. Sorry, Chip.
I throw farther with a 2-turn than you.
Oh well.
Sorry, JD. Right back at you.
So I ended up getting like third in lightweight. So like I said, me and Devin's battle going into trying to get third place. So hammers, I just never been really good at hammers for some reason. Something's
That's
never.
because you do a one wind with hammers, you
Hey,
maniac.
call me a maniac as you will, but uh, just how it
Maniac.
is. I'm gonna take this off season. I'm going to, bunker down and learn how to throw hammer
Didn't you
better.
throw a two wind and you threw it further?
No, I actually threw it not as far.
Well, don't do that. You're supposed to throw it further.
I know I'm supposed to further. So I think I got like a 68 on like my heavy and then an 88 on my light. So I got like fourth place in heavy and then third place in lightweight. So kind of evened out there, but hammers still just not my best event. I mean, I enjoy throwing them after a while. Like when we went to Melissa, Texas. Matt, Nathan, and I went to Melissa, and I threw like a 96.4 with one turn, a little bit downhill. I'll say that, but I
That was
still
a good
threw
day.
that one felt really good. And then it was a good day. We're basically throwing off a launching pad the entire day, which felt great for PRs. Tell you that.
Yeah, the
But
elevation difference,
hammers
like,
are. I'm working on.
like the elevation difference. Sorry, there's a lag in my audio, but where we were doing like our Braemar stone, I guarantee where they were landing, it was like 4 feet below where the where the trig was in elevation. So everybody was just getting PRs all day.
Oh yeah, it's great. So from there we went to caber. I did get my first in A class flip with the caber, so it's like at 10 o'clock. I
You
was
got it on
happy with.
video too.
I do have the video of that, and I'm glad because Chip's like, I remember it. I took the video for you. I didn't tell
That
him.
was a
So you
big
gotta-
old
I
honking
had to
caber.
remind Chip every time. It's like if I
Yeah,
wanted
dude, that ADHD is like,
it.
if you don't tell me, I am looking at all the, like, if I'm the one with the stick measuring, like, you better be like, Chip, like, pay attention, or like, I was just, it's dangerous for me to have the measuring stick.
But so I got a flip that one. I still ended up getting, I think, fourth. And of course, it was Will again because he didn't get a flip on his first two. Then his last one, he gets something that beats me out for his last throw. And that's just how Will is with me. I guess he just likes to beat me on his last throw.
Yeah. He's done
But,
that to me too.
But Cabers was fun. I enjoy that Caber. Sheath, I kind of matched my PR with a 20-pound bag. I threw it 24 feet, and it came down to my last throw. Both Chip and I like to hit the bar in the last one. They kind of bounced it over, and ended up getting down my third throw, which was good. I did like thrown Matt's sheath bags a bunch. I really like them. I think me and Nathan have one that we've torn apart basically of how many times we've thrown it. But he has, he guarantees he's gonna hook us up once we tore it up. It is a 16-pound we have, but yeah, 24 feet on sheath, which felt good because I was really wanting that because my last games I went to was the KC games and I didn't have my fork and I didn't perform as well on sheath.
Why didn't you have your fork?
Well, we left it in Texas when we went to Melissa.
As you
Oh,
do.
damn it. Why?
So we left it there, and I was messaging with the AD back and forth, and then I got it back like 2 weeks before Buffalo. So they had to ship it with the fork off of the stick. So I put it back together, wrapped it back up, and it felt good. Put some like baseball grip tape on it, kind of customized it myself, and had it for that one, which I was happy for. And I was able to throw at least match my PR at least. And then Wob's something I'm still working with. I got 12 feet, which for a while was kind of like one I was really trying to reach for because I was stuck at 11 for a really long time. And then in Melissa, I got 12 for the first time. At Kansas City, it was last event we were going. It was hot. I ended up scratching on 12, but
Dude, that
well,
Kansas City wob, just everybody but Berger.
everybody preferred.
Yeah. Berger had the height for 18 feet with a 56.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that dude is nuts.
What's
So
the
I got
record? Is it
my
still
12 foot
20
on my first attempt, which I was probably half Thor still.
Hold on, I'm looking right now because I'm on 20'6".
Is it half Thor still?
I don't know.
Right. Whoa.
I bet you. So like I'm pretty sure McKim still has the records for the heavy and light. That's 132 foot for the heavy, and then 157 for light and change.
Mhm.
Uh, I have a feeling that Burger, after a few years, will fucking smash both of those.
Oh yeah.
Like
Dude, I hope so, because I think he's going
ridiculous.
to be throwing my hammers.
Oh, really? Is he
Yeah,
getting
so
stuff from you?
Yeah.
he ordered a heavy and a light, and yeah, I'm going to pick up the parts for him this week and finish them out this weekend.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Specifically for you. How come you didn't give me a handle? How come you only gave me the weight?
I don't know. You're just not my favorite, Chip.
Oh, yeah.
No, I
it was
I
like,
don't have a lot of handles right now.
like, I was like, that son of a gun. I was like, he even took a picture with the handle, and then he gave me just the weight. I was like, that
Listen,
bastard.
hey, that's my picture taken handle. Okay, it's actually one that's damaged, and I actually I just stick it in there from the top so I can take a picture. So it's not actually even a usable handle. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
that's my picture taken handle, because I can't ship them with the handle anyway.
So well, the two hammers I got from Badger, he shipped them with hammers or
Really?
with handles. What he used is, so the inner tube of like carpet. So carpetware comes in rolls. So you can go to like a carpet store and just take like their, several rolls of their tubes that, it's like a paper towel tube, except it's super thick. And so you can get caps for those. And then he would shove like a ton of paper down in there, because one of the tubes had because I originally ordered 3 hammers from him. I had a 22, a 16, and a 12, and I gave the 12 to Tiffany. And because my 12, I was just sitting around not getting used, and she was starting to practice. So, but he shipped them in that, where you just put a bunch of paper, put the hammer in, and then a bunch of paper on the other end, and cap that end. But those tubes are so thick that you can ship them in those. But yeah, just go to a carpet store to get some. And then the dowel rod, because like when you put the handle in there, you're supposed to put a dowel rod in the bottom of it so it doesn't break as easy. Neil, I can't remember what his last name is. He was in Kansas City as a lightweight. He's a newer thrower. Anyway, he's having an issue with breaking a lot of handles. But that's one thing that keeps the handles from not breaking, is putting a little short dowel rod in the bottom of them. But the issue with 3/4 pipe is I need a 7/8 thickness dowel rod, and they don't sell that at any of the local stores. So I have to order one online. It's either 3/4 or 1 inch for a dowel rod. So anyway,
So a lot
that's my
of
rant about dowel rods.
a lot of you'll see the hammers that just tend to break a lot of handles. My opinion on that is it's probably a design issue with actually the design of the hammer. So
see, and I've never broken a handle on mine.
Yeah. Which, I mean, as hard as you throw,
because I know the ones like the one.
All things being equal, as hard as you throw and as much as you throw, if there was something wrong with, your hammerhead, or if you were just going to break handles every once in a while, you would have broken some by now, in my opinion. But you'll see a lot of where the hammer handle actually comes out of the hammerhead on a lot of hammers. It's a real sharp edge right there, and it's really tight to the actual handle itself.
Yeah.
And I always make sure and take a die grinder and grind a little. I'll smooth that edge out, kind of chamfer that a little bit, and I think that really helps with actual handle lifespan.
See, that's where it's like the little improvements like that, and it's like as long as you keep doing that over time, little improvements, you'll eventually become the number one implement guy. So because you have that mindset of like, I'm going to make this little improvement, this little improvement, this little improvement. I mean, right now you're the number one sheath guy, but
Well, I
I've only
appreciate
thrown
that.
I've thrown several different types of sheaths. So now, like, my bag is great. My one I got from Badger, that was also before you were even doing stuff, is whenever I got stuff from him. Great bag, really easy to break in, but it's the exact same weight as yours, but yours is like 10 to 20% smaller, more compact. And I like that. And it's not so compact that it's just like a rock. Like it still's got some movement in it. So that's why I like your bag, is because it's got good whip. It's a nice size. Like I like it. I have my reasons. I don't like it just because it's you. Just,
I I never suspected you
you
weren't
make quality
totally
bags.
impartial.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah. So good work. Keep up the good
Hey,
work.
appreciate that. But
One
as
thing I
far as
wanted to-
being the number one
I was gonna say,
guy in the world, I am freaking between school right now and trying to catch up on the orders I got. I am freaking swamped as it is. So I'm working like this past weekend.
It's good
I
to be
was
swamped.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did 14-hour days. So it's trying to get caught up on orders. So
Oof.
it's a good problem to have. But yeah, I don't know
I
about
won't need
being
my
number one in the
sheath until
world.
Wichita. Eventually,
What's up?
you get there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get, yeah. And then my sheath, just whenever you get to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have it done. So when's Forsyth?
Yeah. October
October
4th.
4th.
October 4th. Okay. I gotta get the lead out of my ass because I think Cadence is gonna be there too. Is that correct? Forsyth?
I don't know.
I think she is, but anyway, she ordered a 21 and a 14 from me. So I'm gonna try to get that done. So I could have one of you guys
Okay.
make the handoff because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make Forsyth.
Okay. That works. So how far away do you guys live from each other?
Not
30,
far.
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it'd probably
If
be
that,
easier
20
for
minutes.
JD to do the handoffs then.
Give it to me. Something like that. Just hop on Highway 20 straight to you,
Yeah.
basically.
I freaking love that 14 you made too, with no clevises. Like, yeah. Jacob loved it. I'm gonna see if he'll use it on at the Free State games. So, but yeah, it's good stuff. That's a PR weight.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
ER weight.
PR weight.
Yeah, so I would be interested in maybe trying to form some kind of experiment to see if there really is any difference, like you were saying, with having the shackles in
Yeah.
line in the chain.
Well, that's what he said. Over like the years of throwing, he
Yeah,
always throws farther with weights that have no clevis every
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
So
Now you're
and
talking about
he's
your
like, I
coach,
don't know what the
Jacob
science is
Langworthy,
behind it. Yeah.
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 Well, I'm definitely
So-
not arguing with him, but I would be really interested in designing some experiments to kind of try to test people's like preconceived notions. One that I would really be interested in testing is how, some people claim that spherical implements are more aerodynamic. And I really personally, I can't prove it mathematically yet, but I think that it's just pretty negligible. Like as far as like aerodynamics on something that heavy that's only going to be going,
It might be like inches.
I would think it's probably not even millimeters as far as like aerodynamics. And then I would argue that
We need a
that like the
physicist in
square
here.
weights, especially for like weight for distance and stuff. So a spherical weight when it hits is going to leave a divot that's pretty close to the center of gravity. But like a cube weight, when it hits, it might hit that far corner. And when it hits, it leaves that nice divot. And I think you might gain a couple inches with that shape, just from the shape of the divot that it makes.
We need a freaking physicist in here to explain all this stuff. I could just like
Well,
break it down.
Like I said earlier, I'm actually a full-time engineering student. It's only my second semester. So right now I'm getting my gen eds out of the way and getting kind of caught up to speed where I need to be on math. But one of these days I'll be able to actually mathematically test out my theories, and I'll definitely get back to you guys.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cool.
Sweet. Okay, my turn.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead,
Yes,
Ricky.
Ricky,
You've
the
been quiet.
microphone is
Oh.
yours.
Sweet. I have. I've just been listening, taking it all in.
That's why Ricky's good at this.
That's fair. Thank you, Chip. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. We
Oh,
wouldn't
thank
be here
you.
without you.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so Buffalo was interesting because that was my first heavyweight in a few meets. Yeah, because I didn't have a lightweight division. So 56 was fun. It was fun to throw the 56. So it's funny because I actually did not mind it with weight over bar though. So I got a PR and weight over bar. And it didn't feel that heavy. It felt pretty good. So that was nice. So I did an 11 and I was touching 12. I just didn't get it to quite flip over the bar. Before that, it was 10 at like the first meet or two, I think that I was doing heavyweight. And
Did y'all
then,
throw the cock can one?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
'Cause
still
we
saying
went and
I
got
don't
up
think
the
that was.
heavyweight for distance one.
I don't think that was a whole 56 pounds. I know the guy that owned the implement
he
was like,
claimed-
"Oh
he
yeah,
claimed
it's
it was,
56.
but I don't know.
guarantee it." But
Wait, do we throw the bell?
Yeah.
Dude,
But
like bells, the bell ones. The bell is what I threw a 14-foot in Oklahoma City, and then now this is the first time I've gotten to use a bell again. Threw another 14-foot, and then was hitting the height on 15-foot. Like the bell is like, I love the bell. 10 out of 10. It's my favorite like wob weight. I'm gonna need
Sweet.
one of those one day, Matt. I'm gonna have you make me a bell weight.
I'm gonna make a mold. That's my next project after I make spherical
That's
hammers.
way-
I'm gonna make a mold to do the bell-shaped wobs. But anyway, back to you, Ricky. We heard you talk for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, sorry. I don't
True.
shut up. So just like mute me.
That's all good. But yeah, so weight over bar was fine. 56 for distance was not good, which it's never been good for me, but it felt better when I did the one turn. I forgot that I only do a one turn with the 56. So I was trying the two turn the first two times, and it was just all over the place. So by the time I went to it wasn't actually all over the place. What it was is like by the time I did my second turn, I already lost momentum when I threw it. So the third time I
What
was
did
like,
you
I'm
end up
just going to
getting on your
single turn it.
heavyweight?
Let's just see how this works. And I threw further. Oh, I don't remember. It wasn't very good. It was somewhere towards, I think, the bottom middle, I think still. But my lightweight for distance, I got second in, but that was a weird one too, because when I switched to that, I kept releasing too early. Like my rotation wasn't quite in the right spot. So when I was throwing, I was kind of throwing. It was going way, way right field, and I was like, "This is weird." And then Derek gave me a little advice, and I was like, well, "Let me try that real quick." And I threw like 9 feet further, so I almost threw my PR weight
Wow.
the third time. But if I look at the videos, it's like release early, and then my third throw was like right on cue, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So it was a rotation issue. It just didn't quite rotate in the right position.
funny enough, Derek talked about that exact moment afterwards. He was like, "Yeah, no, I think I was beating until I gave him some tips, and he just threw way further than I did."
He did.
So-
Yeah, he told me one little tip, and it's just I took it to heart, and I went through and did what he said, and I just launched it. And was like, "Oh, okay, cool, thank you."
Like, yeah,
Uh,
I helped him beat me. And,
But the funny thing is I was in first, and then Nathan goes to throw his last throw right after me and out threw me by a few inches, and I was like, "Dang it!" But other than that, stones, I got first in both stone events, so I did 30 with the Braemar and 39.8 with the open stone. So that was cool. And then sheaf was fine, I guess. That was the first time actually ever throwing a 20-pound sheaf besides in sweet corn where it got rained on and I was clearly throwing a 20-something pound sheaf. because of all the rain that was on it.
Lane
But
said it was 26,000 pounds.
dude,
To be
it
exact.
felt like it. It felt wild because you would literally throw it. It felt super heavy, and then when it hit the ground, just all this water would just fly out of it. It was awesome. Um, but other than that, everything else was fine. Hammers was up close to PR. Tabor, they gave me a 3. I don't think it would have been because I didn't break 90. But caber, I decided to cut down a tree at my parents, and now I got a caber on my patio that I need to get all freshened up because I got to practice because that's clearly like that is my most inconsistent event by far. Like sometimes I will have trouble picking it. Sometimes I'll pick it just fine. One day at Tom's, I threw a 12, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Because even my 12 looked hideous. Like I picked it up and it started to slip out. And I just threw it anyways, and threw a 12. I was like, well, that was interesting, you know, like
Suffering from success.
yeah. I'm like, well, okay, I don't know how that worked. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty consistent day. Yeah, didn't throw any PRs in Buffalo, but ever since Buffalo, I've had this right shoulder blade injury that I got to figure out. So I just went to my witch doctor at Fit to fix it, and I'm not going to take the Wolverine juice, not yet. Is that what you're going to say, Chip?
Yeah. BPC 157.
No, no, I think I'm good. So it's funny because it
I
doesn't
push
hurt.
out on everybody.
Yeah, I don't remember doing anything to it specifically. I just remember like just a couple days after sneezing and being like, "Ow, I kind of got a pain there." And now every time I take a deep breath, I got a pain right back here. But other than
That
that,
sounds
like
like something's out.
yeah, well, he did all the stuff. So still doing a deep breath, I still feel it, but we'll
Did the
see.
witch
We'll
doctor
see. Uh
did the witch doctor things?
Exactly, yeah. So but yeah, it's funny because it doesn't hurt. And it's only like random things I do. Like, and what was weird is it's my right shoulder blade, but I was doing seated rows today at the gym. Right's fine, and then when I do left, I start feeling it on my right. Like, ooh, I don't like the way that feels. Interesting.
Sounds
So
My
very
body's
interesting.
weird.
yeah, it is. So doing that. Other than that, I mean, I think overall it was a fun event. I'm glad I got to compete. It was fun to compete heavyweight again because I wasn't worried about it. It was a little bit like, well, I don't know if I want to be throwing the 56, but I'm glad we did it. It was a good time. And dude, Matt, those powerlifting people cracked me up. Those people like no technique, but their strength was weirdly ridiculous. Like their weight over bar, they at first they're like, yeah, we threw 16 before, and I was like, they got to be like confused on their numbers. And they're just like no technique, just like swinging it, just muscling up. They did 14 feet, and like sometimes they were throwing above it. Sometimes it's in front of, or like it was kind of all over the place. But I was like, dude, that is the craziest thing. Like just to muscle that up like that and just launch it. I was like, that's wild.
I thought it
Was like
it
your
was wild
friend,
watching them
from
bowl their
Iowa?
heavyweight for distance for like 23, 24, 25 feet. It was crazy.
What? What do you
They
mean they
did.
boiled it?
Just sit there and bowl
They
it
literally
like that.
suitcase throwed their. Yeah, they suitcased both the heavyweight for distance and the lightweight for distance, and actually threw towards like the upper middle in the group. No
Wow.
spin, just walked
That
up
is
there and
nuts.
just
Yeah.
launched it. I'm like, what?
One wide
Man,
with
if
a
you guys
heavy
could add just
hammer
a
and
little
it
bit
was
of
like
technique
70
in.
feet.
Gee
Yeah,
whiz.
yes, it was ridiculous.
But yeah, no, it was a
that was
great
fun.
group
That
of
was pretty
guys.
memorable.
had a
I
ton of
enjoyed
fun.
that.
I think
Me
the
too.
funny thing that stuck out for our group. So, of course, Chip. I think every event we went to, he would always like stop by. I was like, "All right, everybody, this guy Will. He just benched 405 pounds." He'd tell everybody. So
I kept announcing it all day.
we're at Caber, and my mom came to this event, and I was glad. My mom walks up, and he does this thing. He's like, "All right, everybody, Will here. He benched 405 pounds. Everybody claps, laughing, cheering. My mom out of nowhere just goes, 'Son, what can you bench?' And I go, 430. And then it was just silence. And then he comes over to me, like he was laughing about it. And he just goes, 'Scoreboard.'
Oh, scoreboard.
That's where he left it. Was
What a guy. Biggest shit
Great
talker on the field.
Oh, but I love him.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Also, honorable mention to Sterling.
Oh, I was gonna say Sterling he was doing awesome.
So Sterling is a new thrower in C class, and Ricky, he's from the Kansas City area. Him and his wife, girlfriend.
Yep.
Now let me tell you a little bit about his wife. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she's fucking jacked for one.
All right. So she's, she's a bigger girl. Okay. And I didn't realize it is all fucking muscle. All of it. All of it. Because we're like, oh, it's 56 pounds, and she's like, oh, that's not that much. And I was like, well, you say that until you got to swing it around. I was like, you can go pick it up if you want. She picks this thing up like it is a potato, a little potato. She's just like, oh, that's nothing. I'm like, ma'am. It's like, and he's like, oh yeah, and then Sterling is like, oh yeah, she deadlifts over 600 all the time, and I'm like, oh, all right. And then like I followed both of them on Instagram, and like I see pictures of her flexing, and I'm like, golly, I was like, will you please start throwing? You will be a monster.
She's big.
And
She's
so,
really big.
but she's recovering from an injury at the moment, and so that's why she didn't throw, but she's planning on like getting into the throwing because Sterling did really good, and so now they're going to do it together. So, but I told Sterling that he should kind of like how the Oklahoma boys have. By the way, that's how I refer to you guys all the time, as the Oklahoma boys. And so Sterling, I invited him to practice with our Kansas City group one of these times, like when we go out to Tiffany's or whatever. So, but yeah, he was he handsome as fuck, beautiful hair,
best Viking braid ever,
dude. And then like the voice, the kind of voice that'll like serenade you to sleep. Like, what a guy!
Story.
Good strong chin on him.
So, and then he got first place, and then on his chief. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he is like handsome as. Sorry, handsome Ricky. There was a handsomer guy.
That's fine.
There's always that one guy, but on his sheath. So he, came in. I don't know if he'd ever done sheath before, and I gave him that. And he cleared like 16 feet, and then they were moving. We're going up a foot at a time, and then I kept telling him, like, keep that arm straight, left arm straight, bigger, faster, stronger, and he kept getting it. Like every next one, he'd get it and get it and get it and get it and get it. He kept out at like 20, 21 feet. Something like that.
I think he pulled at one, but he didn't quite get.
Yeah, but keeping that left arm straight really makes a big difference.
We also had quarter Thor. If you remember quarter Thor, we didn't have half Thor.
Yeah,
we had quarter Thor.
Yeah, dude looked like half Thor, but we called him quarter Thor. So his name was Zach something or other. There was also Nate McNeil. He was super nice. I can't find him on Facebook. Let's see. Zach Wyman? No. Is that right?
I just knew him as quarter Thor.
Yeah. Zach something. I'm just going to go to my friends and we're going to. But anyway, yeah, all the C dudes were between Sterling, Nate, and Zach. Super good dudes.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Neil,
we got to get
Neil
to.
Metler is the guy that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, we'll have to get Sterling to join us for sure. Is he going to do lightweight?
Yes, because he only weighs like 170 pounds.
Yeah.
Zach Rogers, and then his wife is Holly Smith, and she was a competitive bodybuilder too. It must be his girlfriend because his name on here is Sterling Carson. So, yeah, good dudes.
All right, fellas.
Sweet deal.
I've appreciated your time. Thanks for inviting me, giving me an opportunity to talk about myself. One of my favorite things to do of all time. But I've got a ton of homework I got to do. I got an assignment that's due at midnight in chemistry, and I'm holding on to an A by the skin of my teeth. So I gotta get off here, guys.
That's fine, man. Hey, thanks for not getting booted out for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest of it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm ready to go. Anybody else want anything else to say? That could be our close off.
No.
Because they messed up my scores, I got a shield.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks again,
Cool.
Ricky.
Well, on that note, yeah, you're welcome. So thank you all for joining. And I'll have to get you guys on for your own individual episodes here pretty soon. So we'll schedule that for some other time. But other than that,
I know,
what's up, JD?
I know Nathan was supposed to be here. He was in y'all's class, but he unfortunately was buying a truck, so he didn't want to be here. So
No, I get it. It's important. But yeah, cool. But other than that,
All right.
thank you all so much. And I'm sure we'll catch you on again when we do another Highland Games roundtable.
Didn't
Cool?
hit the leave button yet.
Yep. Don't hit the leave button. Okay.
not
Okay.
Okay.
See ya.
Good night.